What is a woman? What is that?
A soul. That's it. That's my definition.
Okay.
Someone who's biologically female.
Based?
Or an element.
Whoever
Elemental
identifies as a woman, because I don't have any. Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I
So a
feel.
woman is somebody who identifies as a woman?
Mhm.
Can you define woman without using the word woman? Why are you looking at me that way?
Why do we have to end it like this?
Because, I don't care. I care. I personally don't have any like issue with the whole thing. So like, that's where you're going with this, right? Of like.
No, not even. I'm just curious.
Um,
I don't really want to go there. It's the end of the show.
that's why I answered the way I did. So I'm just.
Okay.
Okay. We'll
Alright.
just let that go.
Okay.
Because we could just go on for it.
What she said.
No.
That's what I mean.
Well, put it in your own words. Go ahead.
Somebody who identifies as a woman.
Okay.
I'm gonna say the same thing. Somebody who identifies as a woman.
Are we talking like literal or figurative? Sort of
Yeah,
stuff?
I was
definition
thinking
is.
literal.
What your
I don't know what a woman is figuratively, but
No,
literally.
I guess.
Literally.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally.
Well, I'm just gonna say, somebody who identifies as a woman. Yes.
somebody who's born biologically female.
I agree.
Biological female.
Okay. So a woman is someone who identifies as a woman? Can I identify as a woman?
Yes.
If you're
Wait,
there's
so
Yes,
can
you
I
can.
pose this question to the ladies who said that if someone identifies as a woman, then they're a woman? How do you feel if you have a daughter and let's say hypothetically she's 6 and she's going to the bathroom by herself, you're waiting outside?
Oh, I don't know if we want to go here. What?
I know where you're going.
Like there's
I know where you're
Would you not want to protect your daughter and ensure
That's
that by having gender appropriate bathrooms for biological?
making sure she doesn't see certain things while she's in
Or-
the bathroom.
Yes, that's just an example
fine. That's
that
fine.
I'm trying to be
I
very
mean, why
G-rated.
are you waiting outside if that's something that you're concerned about?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think I'd wait outside no matter. I think
Yeah, I would go
I
in
mean-
with
I think
I mean-
biological women
I mean,
can do
it
things
doesn't-
too.
If I'm bringing a
not
child into
wrong.
this world, I'm gonna make sure they're safe, 100%. Like,
I
I'm
don't
sorry,
think I would
but
send like my small
no.
child into a bathroom by herself.
Okay, it doesn't matter the age. My point is, would you not want to protect your child, boy or girl, from someone who has ulterior motives and
Why are those people in my house in the first place?
I'm not. I'm saying in public.
Public bathroom.
No, I'm saying in public because
Public?
anyone can identify as
Okay.
anything.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
And
I know
my,
you make
my-
a good point.
That's my only argument is why wouldn't you want to protect children because they're sick-minded people in
no,
this
there
world.
is sick-minded
And I
people.
think that it's important and not to disregard how someone may feel about themselves and how they identify, but for the sake of protecting those that can't protect themselves, I think that it's really important to reinforce biological gender-like norms in society.
So at what point then are you okay to use a woman's bathroom?
If you have female parts,
So if someone looks like a female,
then
they're okay to use it even if they don't have woman parts.
not necessarily.
Well, how would you know?
I wouldn't know, but I'm just
Exactly.
no, I know, and that's not my place to investigate any person who walks into the bathroom to make sure. Like that's not my point.
Wait, hold on. Let me bring this back to dating. Do you think
never talked about dating really.
You just had to bring this up like right before.
Well, that's why I did
This is we could talk about this for hours.
I can't stay
Hold
any
on.
longer.
Do we want to be here till 2 in the morning?
we're gonna wrap soon? Trust me. Like
we
5
were
minutes.
just wrapping.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, guys. Don't worry. Relax. Okay. Do you think? Would you object to a man not wanting to date a trans woman?
That's preference.
That's something that comes up in dating.
Yeah, that's
I don't think there's anything wrong with
Would you object to that?
No.
Oh, she got up to the bathroom, Rip.
No.
In what context?
There is no.
Like, what do you mean, do you object?
Do you think it would be wrong for a guy to not want to date a trans woman?
I think anybody could date anybody as long as they're not hurting anybody.
Yeah, you don't object.
So you don't object. Okay.
No, I don't object to being or the LBGT.
That's not no. That's not what that's not what I'm asking. A man doesn't want to date somebody who's trans because they're trans. Do you object to that?
the reason why I asked you contacts, because I know you've asked this kind of question before, and you ask it, would you consider the man gay if he wants to date a...
Okay, we can talk about
You know
that.
what? That's kind of the context of
think
why I was asking you to be specific.
It's the same premise of asking, like, would you feel a type of way if someone didn't want to date you because you're an only...
Like, I don't care. Anybody could date anybody if it makes you happy, but you have to, I feel like, ask a more specific question or have more specific.
Seems pretty specific to me.
No, I don't. If it makes you happy, no, I don't object at all.
You don't object to it?
No.
Okay. Well, it's not, I don't want it to make me happy. I don't
No,
want you
if
to
it
give
makes
me
the
an
other
answer.
person happy, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
Anybody could date anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Once they're back, I'll ask, once she's back, I'll ask the final 2 questions and then we'll go from there. Well, okay. Well, do you think it can be straight for a man to date a trans woman?
No.
You don't want, she doesn't want part, whoa. Wow. She doesn't want to be part of that conversation.
Do you think it can be straight?
Like, is it straight?
Yeah, because
For-
that's a woman.
I disagree.
But is it a woman?
What if they have a,
Okay. I could use a
like, let's say, what the? Okay,
I'm
so,
just saying, like, it's the
dream.
same.
I
so
wanna
if you
peg a
saw, like,
man.
let's say you just like had a video and it was like, it was a dude S-ing the D of a peen.
Mm-hmm.
That could, in what world could that ever be straight?
If it's a woman.
A woman with a peen?
Sure.
They're losing it back there. Wait, so hold on. It can be straight?
If it looks like a woman and that's like, you're going into it like, oh, this is a woman. Yeah.
No, I have a caveat. If, for example, it's a extremely passing transsexual person, so there's a man and his partner clearly passes as a female in every sense of the word, but she's still fully intact. There's some gray area there. I could feel like
there's no gray
I
area.
could feel like he may be heterosexually inclined because he likes the femininity that she is presenting. However, I feel like the sex that they're having is homosexual.
I think you can't argue against biology, and you can say, you know, there's no longer a penis, or, you know, there's fake now or whatever, but it's like ultimately it's like the skeletal muscle mass, the muscle density, the size of the organs, the size of the jaw. This, like, you can't you can't transition beyond certain things. The size of a man's hands compared to a woman's hands, sure, there's more feminine aspects of a man, sure.
Wait, okay.
Well, there's also extremely
Wait.
feminine men,
So wait,
biological
hold
men,
on.
and
Wait,
vice
so
versa.
just to open it up to them too, they weren't here. Would you object to a man not wanting to date a trans woman?
I thought I already answered that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
She did. She
yeah,
said
I did.
no.
Taylor didn't. I said no.
When
Tim?
I object, I'd be like, no, you have to like.
No, but would you find it
I know
objectionable?
I wouldn't. I think no one should do something they don't want to do.
Okay. Do you think it could be evidence of some sort of bigotry or transphobia?
necessarily.
Okay. So I guess the question is, though, the final question on that, can it be straight? Is the question.
Yes.
I think so.
It's so
By our
for,
definitions, yeah.
by all definitions?
By our definitions.
Your definitions.
Of like what a woman is, like how you asked before.
Well, so
Sorry, I don't mean to speak for you.
it's not clear to me if it would be straight in that situation, though. But who here thinks it would be straight for
I don't.
a man to be with a trans woman?
It could be.
It could
think
be
it could
straight.
be.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like labels.
Okay. Your thoughts? Not straight?
I think
Straight?
it could be.
I think
if
straight.
that's how they-
Straight?
Because they identify.
I'm not sure.
You don't know?
I don't know.
What was your?
Not straight.
Not straight. I think we know where you guys
Yeah.
are on that. Well, okay. So for those of you who think it's straight, let me ask. Would you guys agree that straight is short form slang for heterosexual?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So if we're looking at the sex of the individuals, if they're both male, how could it ever be heterosexual?
If they were both biologically male, but
How
I'm
could it
saying-
ever be
Well, you asked me
heterosexual?
what's the definition of a woman for me, and I said
Right.
someone who identifies as a woman. So if a guy,
Let me even concede that.
okay,
If I even concede that, but you acknowledge that the sex of the individual is still male, correct?
biologically,
What do you mean? Of course. That's what sex refers to.
Yeah. You're getting sassy.
I'm not getting sassy. Look, it's just,
He's done.
if it's slang for heterosexual,
Flirting. Okay, so if you were to go through gender reassignment surgery, then does that make you whatever? If no one knew, if no one would ever know the difference, if you were passing enough, would you then be considered a woman or a male, vice versa?
well, you can never change your sex.
I'm saying,
You can
like,
never become a
to
male
everybody
or a female.
else, right? Would you ever know?
No, but I'm talking about, okay, we're talking about sex.
I know, but I'm arguing the fact that, okay, just because they have a at that point, that's the only thing left that they didn't transition, right?
Well, I don't think there's any, it could be like pansexual or whatever.
Okay. Well,
But-
then you
but
get into a
it
gray
can't
area with
be-
yourself. Like, I'm
But it
just
can
saying.
never be
the 5 minutes up.
heterosexual. There's no realm where two males having sex can ever be heterosexual or straight.
So
It just definitionally is impossible.
again, so like, if they had gender reassignment surgery and it was a female, looked like a female, biological female. Let me correct myself. Sounded like, dressed like, everything, looked like, had a vagina.
That's not a vagina.
Okay, but you know what I mean.
Wait, why are you shaking your head?
I didn't shake my head.
Okay, all right. I just look.
I'm just arguing the other side.
I don't
like,
think, I don't think that you can, if you weren't born with a vagina, I don't think you can make a vagina. I don't think that fits like the anatomically. I don't think it's a vagina.
Vagina.
It doesn't look exactly like.
Oh, it's not just the look.
Oh my god.
What?
Dude.
Is this getting too deep?
I mean, I'm just.
I see your point.
I can't with this shit.
Because at what point then would you be like, yes, that's a female? Like, you wouldn't. My point is, if you wouldn't know, like, you wouldn't know.
You would know.
Not necessarily.
No, because there have been. I can't remember where I was listening to it, but it was about a man who was in a relationship with a woman for 3 months, and he did not know that she was born a biological man.
Hungry as fuck.
He literally didn't know, and personally, that's morally wrong because that's just crossing a line. I feel that she crossed a line, but
I'm not gonna
the
be
point is he
forced.
didn't know. So